Welcome to Turn Writing Fear Around podcast. Simple methods to overcome fear and start writing again. I'm Elise Hittinger, and I'm your host for your journey to courage. This is episode 54, pre-ride warm-ups for a confident ride. There were so many times, actually my accident, that I would just go down, get the horse out of the pasture, get the horse out of the stall, brush it, put the tack on, take it to the mounting block, and get on. I would not have known if that horse was having a good day, bad day, spooky day. I was never that in tune. I was never that present to the horse. And a great example of this is there's a YouTube video out there of a horse in a Disney parade, really nice big Shire with one of the princesses on it, two handlers, one on either side, that are walking along, and nobody is paying attention to that horse. That horse is kind of just like all on its own, even though it has a rider and two handlers. Their minds are a million miles away, and you can see it if you watch closely. And all of a sudden, a balloon gets wrapped around the horse's leg. And it's scared. And it freaks out. And so many times I wonder if they had been paying attention to the horse and enjoying the parade with the horse instead of just having it be an accessory, that accident would not have happened. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that would not have happened. They would have been confident, the horse would have been confident, it would have been a blip, and they would have just carried on. Same thing when we're grooming, tacking up, getting ready. The first thing we can do is we can warm up our mind. So if we're talking about pre-ride warm-ups, we can warm up our mind. And what I mean by that is think about all the amazing things we're going to do on our ride and project that and the feelings that's going to create as we're going to the horse. But once we get to the horse, really be present. Take our mind and focus on what we're doing. Focus on how the horse feels, how we feel. Just stay really focused mentally in the present moment. And it takes practice. I'm not going to say it happens overnight, but it's something to strive for. And it's just a warm up. Warm up to keeping your mind with your horse. And it will help on your ride. Because if you stay in tune to your horse, even if you're standing there talking to somebody sitting on your horse's back, include the horse in the conversation. Pet the horse on the neck, gently move the horse left, move the horse right. Don't keep the horse participating. Don't just sit up there like it's a couch. The second thing is flexibility in your warm-up. Make sure you can move your arms, move your legs. If you've got sore spots, maybe do a little self-massage. Just really get to feeling as good as you can feel in that moment. Flexibility is so important for our confidence because when we're flexible, we can stay in control of our bodies when stuff happens. And stuff's going to happen. There's stuff that happens that's not preventable, even though I still think most of it is preventable. I know my accident was preventable, 100%. And the third thing is balance. Make sure you're playing with your balance in your warm-up. Are you balanced on your right foot? Are you balanced on your left foot? Think about this. When you put a kid up on your shoulders, and when that kid leans, you're going to compensate for that kid leaning. Well, if our balance isn't right, when we get up on the horse and we're leaning, that horse is going to compensate for us leaning. So we want to warm up our balance as much as anything else. So warm up your mind, warm up your flexibility, warm up your balance. Just make it a habit Those three things are so important just for our confidence, just to make sure we don't have accidents. And if stuff happens, we're better prepared for it physically and mentally. So if you've enjoyed this, I'd love to give you guys my pre-ride checklist. And that's what I do for me and what I do for the horse. And it just has a list of a bunch of things that, it's like a pilot with an airplane. You can go just check things off, make sure you're both ready for a ride, and fix anything that may not be ready in that moment. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description below, and you can grab your own copy of the pre-ride checklist. See you guys later.